Lastly, I just want to leave you with something I've learned in this process as well. You know, I feel like we all have two battles or two enemies going on. One with the man across from you. The second is with the man inside of you. I think once you control the one inside of you, the one across from you really doesn't matter. And I think that's what we're all trying to do. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right, everybody, what is up? What's going on? Welcome back to Raiju Fitness. You probably noticed the difference in the hair. If you want to see how I got this, whether you think it's good or bad, I'm going to put a link down to my other channel. It's not related to fitness whatsoever. That's just some random stuff that I post on there. If you want to see how I got it and the adventure that it was, go ahead and go down there. But while we're here, it is all about fitness and all what's going on. So today we are doing a little bit more testing. I'm trying to come up with good benchmarks that can give us more structure and more of a general idea, really measurable idea of how much we're progressing in our workouts. So for today's body weight program, we are doing the 100 times 3, 100 push-ups, 100 air squats, and 100 dips. So not very complicated of a workout. This is one of those things that you're using as a measuring stick, similar to like if you were a track runner, you would do a time trial. So we're gonna do that, and that's gonna kind of be like our get moving warm up. I already ran like a mile or so, 2 miles, but kind of got my legs warmed up. Now I'm gonna do this for my little cardio, and then I'm gonna hit some squat later. And yeah, let's get going. All right, before I get too detailed into how I felt about the workout and how I did, just some pointers on the movements. When you're doing your squat, keep that core tight, straight up and down movement, essentially, from your shoulders, and going below parallel if possible without losing form. Again, keep those knees pushed out, don't let them cave in on you. For the push-ups, I'm not particularly fussed on where you put your hands. Just try to keep it in a close to shoulder width and get your arm angle at a 90-degree angle for each of those push-ups. Similar thing with the dips, also trying to achieve that 90-degree angle on the dip. As you can see, my bench is kind of low. My butt was almost touching the ground a lot of the time. So I had a little bit of difficulty with that. And I'm gonna get into how I felt about the workout and some other tips and tricks for y'all here in a sec. The trick is to dividing it up a way that works really well for you. So I tried to go start with 40 squats, then do sets of 20 on push-ups and dips, and my arms blew up and I couldn't hold that, obviously, so the last few minutes is really difficult. I was able to do it in 12 minutes and 15 seconds. Not the worst, not the best. Definitely could have divided that up better, but this is kind of what the fun part of these benchmark type workouts are, is that it's not just how strong you are, how fast you are. It actually has some strategy to it, which makes it a little bit more engaging, and it kind of always gives you that idea like, oh, I can do better the next time, I can do better the next time. So I really enjoy something like this. Something I wanted to talk about is 3 things that you can do in your everyday life that can greatly affect you on the workout side of things. There's lots of mindset things that you can do to optimize your mental health and therefore it affecting your bodily health, which is great. But some things you can do just in your personal life. Let me readjust this real quick. Oh shit, I'm tired. Anyway, actually, here we go. Some things you can do are commit to everyday activity. I think that's the most important part of all this, is if you're not able to do something every single day, you're going to fall out of that rhythm. And it doesn't have to be a lot. You just commit to like minimum a 30-minute walk in the morning before you go to work, It'll wake you up, get you going. I hate waking up in the morning, so that's not really my go-to. I get my walks in every day. Every day. And I do my lifting, and I do testing for the programming that's coming out soon. So I get my daily exercise, but I didn't always do that, and I always see really good benefits when I do actually do it. Second tip is if you're not the type of person that can commit to a really hardcore diet. There's some people like I've never been much on the bodybuilding side of things. I've done the bodybuilding training before. I'm not very good at it. I don't have a lot of, it takes a different kind of discipline and a different kind of mental strength to do those sorts of things. And I don't have the drive to be good at bodybuilding and to do any shows or anything like that. So I always lose motivation to do those things just because it's not that important to me. So if you don't have the restraint of a bodybuilder and can eat like rice, chicken, and broccoli for months at a time, just commit to finding your vices and minimizing them, kind of weaning yourself off. When you go cold turkey, a lot of times you can't do it. So what I'd say is, instead of eating bread for every meal, maybe cut that back to 2 or 3 times a week. Or if you're eating white bread, make the switch to whole grain. Try to stay away from those processed foods if at all possible. Don't go to fast food restaurants. If you do go out to eat, try to pick on the healthier side of the menu. And my last tip is, if you have the choice between cardio and resistance training, i.e. weights or banded activities and stuff like that, choose to do weightlifting or any kind of resistance activity. My camera went dead again, per usual, but congratulations, you made it to the end of the video anyway, and you should celebrate by maybe putting a comment or liking and subscribing. It really helped me out. And yeah, all our links to our social media are down below, and we hope to see you again in the next video. Catch you later.